Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we're getting back to Alice in Borderland. This is season 1, episode 4, the way episode 3 left off. We had some questions, but I'm really hoping they crank the excitement up to 11 because I've been loving this series.
We only had one man left standing after the last episode, so I'm definitely ready, willing,
Apparently
and able
Mason Quinn wasn't
to
excited at all in the last one.
Find out what happens from there.
Confused.
Confused with a capital K.
Look, the first 2 episodes kind of got me set up for bad things to happen, but I was not ready for episode 3. I can only imagine what they're going to give us in this next one.
Yeah, that last episode 3 was probably, I mean, it was episode 3. Just a mind-blowing, literally on some episode. I'm wondering what kind of games we're going to get into next, what kind of suits, what kind of numbers are we going to get for levels. The whole thing. Let's go!
I'm the smiling face on your TV. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. I exploit you, still you love me.
Hey, Steve, can I get a water?
Coming right up. Got a fresh pack right down here. Oh, my back. Oh.
Uh-oh. Looks like Steve's back just called it quits.
Some help would be good right about now.
Yeah, you're gonna need some help with that, Steve. Your injury could be worth millions. You should consider calling Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm.
With more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you if you become their client.
But Steve's worried. He doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees.
Worry no more. Morgan & Morgan will fight for every penny you deserve. And guess what? The fee is absolutely free, unless you win. But Steve doesn't want to sue his boss, even though he hasn't gotten his surgery bills covered in the last 6 months. Steve, when you sue for an injury, you're not suing your boss. You're suing the insurance company. So if you've been a victim in a workplace injury or any other personal injury, you can hit the link in the description to get Morgan & Morgan to fight for you. Steve did, and now he's back in the game.
Okay, here we go. I was wondering if we're going to get like something on her.
Yeah, because she's wearing her rock climbing gear.
And she wasn't in the last episode like at all, was she?
Nope.
Oh, she set up a little trap there?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey, gotta eat.
You'd think with the way people just disappeared, there would still be plenty of food sources in houses and stuff. I mean, everybody just disappeared. You'd be able to scavenge pretty successfully, I'm guessing.
Some of the folks were saying in the comments too that this would be Mikasa.
Oh.
Yep,
Oh!
there it was.
Mikasa? Nice.
Bye, Bunny.
What were they saying in the comments, Dave? I'm sorry.
Mikasa, her. She could be Mikasa and like.
Oh,
And a live action.
Yep.
she is a badass.
Hey.
Oh, he's just spent, isn't he? Yeah, look at him.
行きたい
You want to live? Yeah, he's been through it.
Shirt's just covered in blood.
そうわかった
Huh. Damn, just.
Oh, she is not trying to motivate him to live, is she?
No. Find your own motivation.
Well, I guess with these games too, right? It's just. I just got to worry about me.
Yeah, there's no time for any dead weight.
Rabbit stew?
She an
She's got a
auto
nice
body.
little base set up.
いただきます
Got the tent set up indoors, huh? Mm-hmm. It's cozier, I would guess, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Some privacy.
You've never had a fort in your house, growing up?
Of course.
There you go.
Thoreau.
Is he still laying on the street? Yep.
Jesus, in the middle of the pouring
Damn.
rain.
What an intro.
I'm still kind of baffled by we did 3 just
Yeah, just like that.
Yep.
gone just like that.
Well, she's definitely in for the long haul. The way she's getting set up with everything definitely has a different mindset.
These red lasers. Laser.
Giant lasers. So we've had a 3, 5, and 7. What will be the next one?
We going to get a full backstory on her?
綺麗だね。お父さん、もし神様がいたら何お願いする？
世界中に山を増やしてくださいお願いします
変なの。
You're crazy.
ずっとこのままでいさせてください。ありのままの私を受け入れてくれる場所。お父さんはただ一人ありのままの私を受け入れてくれる人。もうずっとこのままでいたい。
変なの
Yeah, you would.
I don't think she would, honestly.
Oh boy. Who are these characters now?
Press.
Oh, it didn't make the climb.
おかえり
お父さん。
心配するな誰の汗か知らないがお父さんは嘘はつかない
November 2020.
Yeah, I saw that.
どこに行くの？
山だよ山はありのままの俺を受け入れてくれる
Staged.
Ugh.
Solo oxygen used oxygen is staged the entire event.
Oh, no.
wow.
Well, that's the thing, 'cause that was what threw me off with what the reporters were saying, and then we saw him in the house.
He went back to do it again to prove people wrong.
She knows what it's like. It's like laying in the street.
So, and we don't know what happened with her mother, but like with Arisu, he lost his mom early on too, that we learned in the first episode.
Okay, she did pull him out. I was wrong.
Well, you thought she was going to leave him?
Yeah, I mean, the first time.
First time she left him, yeah.
Well, it wasn't raining.
This is true.
And he was in the same exact spot, so I think she felt.
Oh, some warm rice and rabbit stew. I'll take it.
なんで助けた
Should eat up.
体が生きたいって言ってる。
体が生きたいって俺に生きる価値なんかねえのに
No, dude, they sacrificed themselves for you. It wasn't the other way around.
みんな死んだ俺だけが生き残ったせいで俺だけが生き残ったせいで死んだみんなを殺したのは俺だ俺があいつらを殺したんだ
Yeah.
そんなやつが
Survivor's guilt.
Somebody was gonna live.
死んだあいつらのとこへ行って謝りに行かなきゃいけねえんだよ
On the other hand, it's like they wanted you to live, dude. They wanted you to live.
They
You
knew
owe it
you're
to
the
them to
best one of
live,
them.
man. You owe it to them to live.
腹が減ってる
死にたいって思った時があった。ずっと倒れてたら、ぐーってお腹が鳴った。どうせいつかは死ぬ。
Not today.
明日ゲームで死ぬかもしれないし、ビザ切れで死ぬかも。せっかく作ったんだから、せめて食べてから死んでよ。
Yeah, dude, somebody made you a hot meal in this particular situation. Show some gratitude and
Anyone makes me a meal at any time. I'll eat it.
yeah, that's a very good point.
I could be full, but you made me food. I'll eat it. It's,
rude to say no.
in some cultures.
Yeah, at least she keeps up on her fitness.
Say it's interesting she keeps a routine even in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to be heightened at all your senses, physical and mental.
Especially with these games, running every day is probably the best thing you can do.
Well, he ate his food. But he's still curled up.
準備して。行くでしょ、ゲーム。
Oh boy, try to get him motivated for that.
なんであの時叫んだの？命がけでみんなを助けようとした。
みんなおい鬼は今2階の中央ブロックにいるみんなで鬼の場所を教え合って手分けして陣地を探そう
We need that guy back.
叫んでくれなかったら私死んでたよ。借り返させて。
He saved lives. You know, he's just thinking that it's his fault that the other people passed, but he's forgetting like
But it was also,
saved
but it was
lives.
also
Well, you
because
can't
of
blame
other
him.
ones are-
I mean, he just lost two of his best friends, and then just before that, you know, they got dropped into this world that
Yeah.
he lost family too. So this is the best thing he needs right now is her.
All right, let's see what game we got.
Oh boy.
Let's go. We're gonna dominate some game today.
Tonight at the Game Arena. I'm waiting for like Running Man to like, are you ready?
Just walking down the highway.
There he is.
This music is intense right now.
Oh,
This is interesting.
a game just inside of a bus?
Oh, it's like a
Always see what nobody can do in inside
the phone
bus.
booth fight club. You ever seen those videos?
I've seen the movie Phone Booth. Colin Farrell.
Well, I was thinking about nobody with Saul in
Yeah,
the bus.
bus. Maybe that's could be one big bus
Bob Odin.
battle royale.
Well, is there a laser to get on the bus?
It's a good point. They're in a tunnel, so do they have a laser in the tunnel?
Yeah, because we didn't see it here on the bus.
The laser penetrates everything.
Well, because
Oh, we got 5 total
it's in the
players.
alleyway.
These guys on the poster, or are they red trail? Although half the people on the poster are gone already.
Yeah, so you can't even use that one as a reference.
Nope.
Oh man, this. What are we gonna get into?
この3人で4つクリアした。たまたま最初のゲームが一緒でそのままつるんでる。
ゲームをクリアするのに仲間は重要だからな。
An
その
alliance?
足、怪我？
Oh,
ひねったみたいで。
Oh, you tweaked
ゲ
it?
ームで。
No.
まあな。
that didn't look very confident.
おい、始まるぞ。
Here we go.
Oh wow. There were. Did you see how many more phones there were too?
Yeah.
4 clubs. So it's a team one.
Cubs' team?
Distance.
Clubs' team.
制限時間内に試練に耐えてゴールを目指しましょう。
Endure the trial.
無事にゴールすること。
Safely
Safely.
attain the goal.
ゲームスタート。
It's called distance. What do you got to run?
120 minutes remaining. We got 2 hours.
走れってことなのかよ。
せいさんどう思う？ディスタンス、距離。
Did that say safely attain the distance? Or
Yeah. Is it? But it's a team, so it's not who has to run the farthest.
Oh,
he's
this guy can't run. I wonder if it's the.
well. What's the mileage we have to go?
I wonder if it's the 4 who get the furthest.
Well, it's a team.
It's a
Oh,
team
yeah, yeah,
game.
yeah.
Oh, that's the thing.
さあわからねえラスケスだ。
やっぱり走るしかないね。
And you got a guy with a bum ankle.
But well, where are you running to is my question. And how long do you
What's the
have to run?
distance? Yeah,
Yeah,
well, you
what
have to
is-
run for 2 hours, but
Yeah.
I don't think you can just leave them here.
All you need to do is find a shopping cart, put him in, push him.
犠牲になって死にますとか言ってるわけじゃねえぜ。俺は俺で生き残る道探すから先に行け。
そんなことできるわけないだろ。
やまねえ お前はクリアしなきゃダメだ嫁さんにまた会うんだろお腹にいる赤ちゃんにも
Oh, damn.
Jesus, throwing it
お
at him.
前がいなきゃ家族どうすんだよ
So are
There's a lot of deception in these death games.
なんとかするよ
so his wife that's pregnant, is she in the game with them, or is he talking about like
Back in the
getting
world.
back in the real world?
行こ
We still don't know where they're at. That's the thing.
Or
We have no idea.
Okay, again, sorry, folks. I'm hung up on, are we talking zero distance? They stay, and that's the deception? Or are we talking we have to go 25.2 miles for
Yeah,
distance?
we don't know.
25.
20.
I'm just throwing out
Oh,
just
well,
a
a
number.
marathon's
Yeah.
26.2.
Well, I was thinking,
right.
yeah.
I was going to say, in a marathon, some
All
of
right,
those
let's go
runners
that.
don't get
Marathon,
that in 2 hours
26.2.
either.
I don't
And that's where I'm hung up right now.
Well,
But it's not. I'll shut up after this.
They'll
because
yeah,
I'm going to
sure.
take it in.
We'll
'Cause
know
what I'm
in
wondering, 'cause
5
it's a
minutes, we'll
team.
know.
Well, because what I'm wondering is, since it's a team, he's got to be with them, doesn't he?
残り時間110分。
And
Only
you've
lost 10
gone
minutes.
nowhere. See, his phone doesn't say distance.
What is he thinking
Oh,
right now?
the distance was underneath it.
It's on the bottom, yeah.
Oh,
It's got black with the white lettering over the top.
Oh, did it say the distance?
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, I'm focusing on the numbers.
So yeah, it'll have time, and then underneath it said distance, and it had it at 0.
Arisu.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
ありがとな
it's
There you
tracking
go.
your distance, but how far do we have to go?
That's the thing. Is
Yep, he just had his moment. He had
But
the
see, my
flashback of the
thing
guy
was
telling
that-
him he wanted to survive. Now he's motivated.
Because what I'm looking at is it's a team. So if he's not going with them, it's not the whole team that's running together. So does it count? I
Good
mean,
thing
well-
she got her morning jog in earlier.
Yeah, she's okay.
Where are you going to?
That's the thing. What's the goal? I mean, I know we're gonna find out in like 5 minutes, and we'll feel like
Probably-
idiots for asking, but we'll know.
Probably as far away as you can.
どこまで走ればいいんだよ
there you go. Nobody knows. They don't know. We don't know.
That's the beauty
This is
of
a
it.
long ass tunnel.
Well, it's also been 2 hours. Well, 90 minutes.
5,000 meters. That's almost 3 miles, isn't it?
あれなんだ
Was that like a checkpoint, and then so the timer restarts like in old school racing games?
Replenishment station.
Watch. They won't all be full.
Let somebody else drink it first.
飲めるのこれ。私たちで試そうとしてない。
なわけねえだろ
Spray him in the face with it. See what happens.
She got it.
She is prepared.
Yeah, we saw
it.
we saw her fill it up as she was
Yeah.
trying to talk sense into him.
These guys are like, come on.
光る
That was great.
Oh, look at the teamwork.
It's a team game.
You didn't even ask her.
Yeah.
She's not real happy about it.
She's probably not going to get any. These guys are going to drink it all.
Don't be rude.
Interesting that phone's lit up there. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, and let's remember we only had a 4.
Yeah,
Well, running a distance is a relative challenge. I'd be good for about 200 yards, and
yeah. Calling second string.
ラブじゃなくてスペースのゲームだ
何かいる。
何もいねえぞ
いや、いる。
did you guys see anything?
Is it the red,
Red lights
dots?
up there? Oh, what's that?
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that a tiger?
That's creepy.
It looks like a panther. Yeah, black.
Looks like a,
Or
is that a brown bear?
That's
No,
not
it's a panther. Tiger.
because they can run.
It's a
Jesus! We got a goddamn tiger.
Would have been better to just stay in the bus.
There was a deception. Just stay in the bus.
Oh, Jesus! Look at that
Is that
thing.
a black panther?
Yeah, it's like a panther. Oh,
Go find somebody else.
You know, cats can make themselves skinny and get under things like that.
Oh, that's a large one. Unfortunately for you, going on top of these vehicles probably isn't a safe place to be either.
That's probably even worse. Panther growling.
What is it
going
doing?
What is
on?
he trying to do? Move the van?
He's putting it in put it in neutral so he can move it out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, got him.
Oh, to hell with that.
Oh,
he's got his head in there.
shit.
How is his arm? I'm surprised the arms aren't getting bit right here.
Is that a flare? Yep.
I thought he was just going to throw it in its mouth.
So say if it was a laser pointer, he just starts pointing it at the ground.
Laser pointer.
Panther would be all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
What are you gonna do with that little?
Good luck, sport.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's the end of him.
So much for
He's
teamwork.
He's doing quite a bit of damage to it, though.
Well, doesn't that hurt the team?
Hey, you'd think team effort.
Well, I think we're screwed already because the one guy stayed on the bus.
Well, not everybody made it out of the...
なっちまった。
You're gonna get lasered.
あいつらと一緒にいたのは1週間ぐらいだけど、
Oh, for a week.
昔からずっと友達だったような気がする。
No, he's been there. Look at him step up.
生きて2人のこと嫁さんに話さなきゃ。
That's how you honor them.
そうだな。
Now he's ahead and he gets taken out.
You don't need to be the fastest. You just got to be faster than the slowest person.
We got a couple motorbikes
Panther take.
or mopeds. Got something.
どうしたの？
このバイク、ロイヤルエンフィールド。
500 Meteor.
ディーゼルエンジンの珍しいバイクだ。
They might work then.
でもこういうのは動くんだよな。IC チップが入って。
Might just work.
Yep, because it's old school. It's analog.
電子回路だ。周りにある全ての電子回路が破壊されてた。
だから
逆に言えば、電子制御されていないアナログなものは動く。旧式のバイクや車も動くかもしれない。このバイクとか、スタート地点のバスとか。でも、バッテリーがない。このバイク、さっきディーゼルエンジンの珍しいバイクだって言ってたよな。
No, translation isn't...
あのバスも経由。
まさかこれをスタート地点まで運ぶってこと？
この燃料を持っていけば、バスが動いて彼は助かる。タクマを助けに行くってことか。
でも言ったらゲームはクリアできない。
まだ間に合う。時間はまだあと半分残ってる。俺は後で追いかける。バスが動けば一瞬だ。誰かを見殺しにして生き残るのはもうなしだ。
What a hero.
There we go.
There we go.
Ha. Running there, now running back. And you still got the Panther on the loose?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I was gonna say his distance is less.
I still don't know where we're running to. Oh, okay, so the Panther did go
Yeah,
down.
well, he was getting it pretty good with that knife.
Yeah.
Well, considering the world we're in, I don't know if it would take it out.
Could be one of those Hunger Games animatronic animals. That means they're not real.
Oh, animatronic. Like Friday Night at Freddy's.
Five Nights.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Eh.
ゴールか。
Okay.
あいつらのこともっと。
You know, that bus is going to have to go through a lot of cars.
Watch bro be gone.
Oh, well.
Or not. 15 minutes. Oh, shit. Still got to siphon the gas from the bike into the bus. Though.
Yeah.
Or unless he wants to try to use the bus battery to somehow start the bike.
That'd probably be easier. Because that bus isn't going to fit between all those cars.
But if that's the case, he could have used one of the other car batteries on the way back. Oh, that
Yeah, but
bus
he
will
wanted
knock,
to get he wanted the gas though to get back.
that bus will knock those cars right out of the way.
Ooh.
Entry prohibited.
奥さん、
秋には生まれるはずだったんだ。
きっとどこかにいるよ。みんないるんだと思う。
Maybe.
消えたわけじゃない。だから生きて帰んなきゃ。残り時間5分。
あいつらはダメだったか。
Jeez. Oh, what is that? Who's shooting at him?
Dude.
Get behind that sign. Oh, shit. Those are bolts flying out of that wall.
You're supposed to run the other way.
Oh, no.
水？
They went the wrong way. Or maybe they were supposed to stay on the bus. If they had stayed on the bus, this water will fill the tunnel, but not. Oh, no.
Dave called it. He said maybe stay on the bus at the beginning.
Well,
We said that might be the deception.
And they didn't say which way, really, did they?
dude, these guys are so fucked.
Yeah. Well, it'd be weird that they would go back the way they came to even enter the game. Oh, I better pull a John McClane in Die Hard 3 and go up the
top.
sewer.
Any of those service doors on the side?
Yeah.
Oh. That's awfully symbolic.
Man.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, the water is carrying the cars. It's like,
Yeah. Got it going. Almost. Oh, look at that! Holy cow, that's some Fast and Furious stuff right there.
Vin would be proud.
Absolutely.
Who would have guessed that out of those three gentlemen, that the injured one
Yep.
is alive?
We'll know in a couple of seconds.
What a convoluted game.
It's the beauty of it.
There's no beauty behind
Then
that.
they
Beauty of it,
figured
you
they
never
had to
know.
Run down that hallway.
Okay, yep, he is
Or
alive.
run down that hallway, that tunnel. Or if they would have ran the other direction.
But again,
Exactly.
where are we going?
Yeah.
Distance to where?
Yeah.
It doesn't say.
Wait a minute, is the bus built for the protection of that?
Well,
No,
they
apparently.
are built pretty strong. I do know that.
Wait a minute, was the water being released regardless?
Probably.
And the
don't
bus
know. Maybe had they got there was some
and you
sort
had to
of
stay on the bus. Was that the game?
Well, I don't know.
That's why
Maybe
I
there
think when you
was.
said that.
Was there a button at the end and they were waiting for the other people?
ゴール。僕はずっと
Ah, it was written on the bus the whole time.
ゴールにいた。
ちゃんと最初から書いてあったんだ。ここがゴールだってね。
Ah, see?
Zero meant they were already there.
Yep.
ゴールまでの距離、
Distance to the goal is 0.
ゼロでよかったんだ。
Oh, I
I
love
was
this
going to say
show.
we should go back because doesn't it say the numbers were in red as they're running away?
We'll have to go
I
back.
don't
We'll have to
No,
go
I
back and
know
look.
I
they
think they
were
were
red.
red.
They were white.
Oh my god, the deception in these
Distance-
damn games.
Distance to the goal was 0.
They give you a little bit, but not the whole thing.
Yep. Despite being written on the bus in 3-foot letters, we missed it.
Those guys didn't need to die.
And now he's the only one to survive out of his group because he was injured and they wanted to go try to save him.
Yeah.
さあ、わかりません。 まだ生きてたらどこかで会いましょう。
Oh, they got 4 days off.
Yeah.
ビーチ
And it was really an easy game if you thought about it.
Oh, they're bringing up the beach again.
わからない。けどそこに答えがある。俺はそのカルベの言葉を信じたい。みんなの仇を取る。このふざけたゲームの首謀者を突き止めて、この世界を元に戻すまで。
Hell yeah.
Gonna find the big boss.
そのために。
The final boss.
Find the beach.
Oh, you got to put out the thumb.
He did it twice. He doesn't do it anymore.
You know, you'd think they could at least found a tandem bike that they could both pedal.
Hey, you work with what you got.
本当に自転車乗れないの？
Ah, see, there you go. She was busy climbing mountains.
She does the most impossible stuff, but doesn't know how to ride a bike. I love it.
Oh, look at that shot. It's wild.
Oh.
Well, how far can you go?
Well, maybe that's what they're trying to find out, how far they can
what's
get
the limit?
Boom.
Guys, what I absolutely love about this show is the deception, manipulation, and everything that comes in with it. That it tells you, hey, here's A, B.
That's what I wrote. Deception.
Well, here's Z.
Deception.
Yep.
You know, like everything in the middle, you just kind of have to figure out. So that's what's fantastic about this. And they, in this case, gave it to you right on the side of a bus that no one wanted to check out.
Well, then were we able to see that side of the bus?
I'll pull it up, see if we can.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, that's the beauty of the show is that, look, I don't think they're ever going to tell us what the game is and what the goal is in any of the episodes. They haven't so far, and I think they're not going to. I think we're going to be speculating through the whole episode. Okay, what are they trying to do here? What's the goal? What's the purpose? How does the game play? They're intentionally making it so that we don't know. And that's the beauty of the show. That's what I love about it, is that you don't know what the characters are trying to do until the very end, until it's revealed. Then they tell you. For me, this episode was all about finding that will to go on, finding that goal you have to survive, to make it, to live on for everybody else. That's what this was about. They showed it with our lead actress here, how she had to find the will to go on after she lost her father, apparently, in the real world. And then we saw with our lead actor here, Asuro, or however you say his name, Asuro. He found his will to live and how he was going to go on, and he really had it at the end of this episode. I mean, what a complete character change for him after surviving this game and making it to the end. And we saw that beautiful shot of him on the bridge. My question with them being on the bridge is, and we really don't know this, is how far can you get away from the center of the city? If you go too far, are the lasers going to come down and that's it? I got to believe that the game master has some kind of barriers in place as to how far you can get away, because, you know, what if you take 2 days to get someplace and then you've got to be back for the game. And you have to, how do you get back? And if you don't get back for the game, the laser comes down and your time is up. So these are all things that I know they're going to be revealed to us. I don't want to dwell on them too much, because that's what this show does a fantastic job of. It's like, all right, just shut up, just take the ride. We'll get you there when we get you there, and you'll figure it out. And I absolutely love the way that it's done, and I can't thank all of you out there enough for recommending this one, and I just cannot wait to see what the next episode is and how they're gonna twist things around and what the big mystery is gonna be. Is fantastic. And we saw that they met a new character, interestingly enough, a wounded character who I'm sure many of you, I thought, well, this guy's done, he's got no chance, but because it was a team game, I thought, oh wait, does everybody have to make it? But then I remembered before I thought we had a team game. It just means you can essentially work together. Not everybody's going to make it. So again, huge A+. This episode was great. I loved it. Love the twists. Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, I wrote down deception, because that's what this has been so
Those are
far,
your
which is
notes.
great, which is awesome, because then at the same time when you go into it, because then maybe the next game we go into, hypothetically, they're straightforward on it. Like, this is the game rules, but we're all gonna sit here going, all right, but what do you really got planned there? What's the catch? And I think Dime Dave even said it right at the beginning. He's like, maybe you should just stay on the bus. And I know because you even said deception in that. And so it's like, no, that can't be it. But we were wondering, where do you run to? Because I thought,
What's the purpose?
obviously they ran down the tunnel towards, where the water came out. I was like, well, what if you ran the other way? You should have been safe too, right? But, it turns out that, yeah, you'd have been safe in the bus the whole time, and they did a great job. I would have to see more if they showed at all the goal on the side of the bus. You can kind of see it in that one angle we saw, but
Well, you can't make it out though.
maybe-
that
maybe
side
one day.
angle is just so
yeah,
so
But I'm
much
wondering if
like,
maybe
hey,
when they leave here,
it's here, but you don't have any clue what this says.
I'm just wondering if when they leave here, if there's
Well.
another view they show throughout it that you kind of can catch it. But otherwise, yeah, they did that purposely that you don't see it. So then that way it's more fun for you to do a rewatch, because then you can try and see if you can pick out the little things that they say to do. I mean, we kind of do a little bit with our review, but it's like, unless you rewatch the whole episode, you can try and find all those little nuances. But the interesting thing, too, that I saw as well is there were 5 more phones there, too. There could have been up to 10 people playing this game, because they had 5 participants, and there's still 5 more phones sitting there on the cart, for lack of better words. And then, because we're thinking about the deception, we see the bottles of water there. They could have been totally fine. There could have been nothing wrong with them. But they don't know, and they don't want to find out if there's something wrong with them. So then, of course, CG has the rock climbing experience, so she has the bottle of water with her. So then that way they're able to stay hydrated. But yeah, I just love the mind games and mind tricks that they want to play with you in this whole series, and I'm definitely here for it.
It was
Cannot
interesting
wait for
too.
more.
There was no like turnstile type checkpoint lasers that they had to walk through. We thought there might be one on the bus, but they didn't have one. So in this one, they did have the option to go back the way they came because nothing was stopping them.
But they all assumed that wasn't the way to go.
Right.
Well, this was the interesting thing. I mean, I know you guys have used the term deception, but I don't really want to call it deception. There was just zero indication as to what to do. In previous games, we've seen them have instructions, or at least in the last game, pretty clear instructions, although what you had to do was difficult to make the decisions. But this just had no instructions. Just said 1 per person, goal in a distance. And so you didn't know if it was you had to get to a certain distance, if there was whoever got the farthest distance. I know it was a club, so you think it's a team game. But did everybody have to make the distance? I mean, you really had no idea what it was. Now, I will say it was somewhat of deception that they had the water table there, because it was like, made you think like marathons. Okay, there's a water table along the way. Here, stop, have a drink, and keep going. So that felt like deception. But in the beginning, it was like, okay, well, they just didn't give them any direction whatsoever. Where did the panther come from? Was pretty interesting, just kind of out of nowhere, which would be about as scary as it gets. But yeah, that's another episode, another just brilliant storyline as far as these games that they're playing. And look, that's not just physical games here. In fact, I would argue that they're a lot more mental and strategy based than they are physical, if anything. And I just think this show continues to deliver. You're going to get into the next episode not knowing what's going to happen, not knowing which direction the game goes, and they keep you on pins and needles until the very, very end every single time, and do a phenomenal job of it. Mason Quinn, I'm very much questioning the same thing that you are, as far as like, well, they're going to go look for the beach, but you've got your visa and you got to play another game.
Yep.
And we know that if you don't enter the game, you're out. So how far do you go? What beach? How do you wait until you have You know,
Like
so
a
this was
high
a
card?
this was a 4
Yeah.
club. So you have 4 days. So do you go, hey, let's see how far we can get in 2 days, and if we don't get to a beach, then we come back. So we know we can come back. If you have 7 days, of course, you're doubling your time for a one-way trip. But who knows? And 7's the highest we've seen so far. So if you got a 10, look, there's plenty of time to explore and still get back. But look, there's no guarantees once you go somewhere you're going to even make it back. So the one thing that's interesting that we haven't really seen in this particular episode that we've seen in other shows is it doesn't look like we have this who's the wolf and who's the sheep outside of the arena mentality. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look like people are, raiding and looting and doing all sorts of horrible other stuff. Not that we have enough people left over to do that. And it's interesting because there wouldn't be, I don't know if it's going to make the cut, but I had mentioned, I don't know that for as many days as this has gone on that you would even need to hunt, unless you really wanted meat. Because you'd think you'd be able to break into places and still be able to do a ton of scavenging. I mean, even finding your way into a gas station or a grocery store, you'd think after a week or two, there's still going to be plenty of ho-hos and ding-dings and Oreo cookies to whatever sorts of goodies they would have over there. But another phenomenal episode. Can't wait to see where it goes next.
Yeah, this game is getting interesting. It's kind of funny how we had a 3-5-7 and now we dropped down to 4. So now I'm really anxious to see what the next episode is.
That's going to be a 10.
I got to imagine we're going to go pretty difficult now with the writing on for the next level. If not, and we go lower, it'll be interesting either way, which way ever we go.
Yeah, we wondered on the last episode if it would go up or down.
Yep, because I'm curious to see what an ace is. So are we counting that as a low card or a high card, depending on how this game wants to play it? With my gripe was, okay, so we got what we got for the information, which was very vague, if barely anything. It was like, where's this distance? But obviously, that got answered at the end here.
Yep.
The 0 was representing that you were already safe. You didn't need to go anywhere.
Yep.
So of course, looking back on it, it's like, well, shit. All we had to do was just sit here for 2 hours, and we would have been all right. And that's what I like about this so far too, is that you are taking real human elements to think we got to do something. It can't be just as easy as just sitting here. Or what does the 0 mean? Does that mean we're at safe? Do we have to go, like I was saying, what's this distance goal that we have to get to? And the whole time it was 0. Our characters just beating themselves up with 10,000 meters they were running or whatever. Either way, doesn't matter. We lost 2 guys in the process that, of course, hindsight again, didn't need to lose. Again, with the setup, they've done it now. I mean, this is the whole point of this show, right? We're going to give you a death game. We're going to give you 1, 2, just minor details, but it's very vague around everything else to make you think, is it this easy or is it not this easy? I mean, or like we saw in the last game, which I'm still kind of foggy about, but maybe if they all, like some of you were saying, we're looking in the reflection on that window. They're all the wolf. Then are they all good? Or, however these games play out, it's just awesome to see. You get sucked in, or at least I get sucked in on each one of these games, which is phenomenal. Again, I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. Oh, and then her backstory, too. I was kind of glad that we got a little bit of her backstory.
A little bit more.
And a little bit more on her dad, too. That was kind of interesting, too, at that time, what was going on. And then her feeling that same pain that he was feeling, just lifeless, down on the ground, feeling numb, essentially. So I thought she was going to leave him because she was like, all right, just got to look out for myself.
Choice.
Yep. But then, of course, got that, came back, picked him up, and then he got motivated, too, by having those memories. So it was kind of cool to see those flashbacks for him to get motivated. Then him trying to give motivation to the other guy about the wife and kid, which ended up in a tragic loss for him. But damn, this is so fascinating of a series with all these games. And it's not even, I know you were kind of saying it's just shut up and take the ride. The writers, in my opinion, wanted this exactly for the viewers to just out loud guess and be like, what are you doing? To the screen. So I very much think that everything is designed to make a person react and just take the ride as well. So
Well,
either way, it was great.
Hey, where are they going?
Yeah, well, that's the part of it, right? You've got two stories going on. You have the story of the characters and what they're doing, and they're on screen, and then you have the story of us trying to figure out the game and what the purpose is, what's the goal, and so it's like you have these two separate things going on while you're watching one show. I think it's awesome. I would have liked to have seen though when she got taken to this world.
I thought that's what we were going to get.
I thought
but we
we'd see
didn't.
that again. Not a big deal, but I did
I
want to
think
see.
they're
if there
gonna.
was a
I
connection.
think they're gonna tease that because they gave us a couple like. They gave you just enough to wait a minute. Two people were in the bathroom and they left. And I think had they given you a third, you would have been able to like start making connections. But I think they teased it, and now it feels like they've just abandoned it.
Yeah.
Well, it could have been also on that rock too. I know it was kind of like a memory, like a flashback, but I'm almost curious if that was the moment in time too. But she was with her dad at that moment, so I could be way off on that. I'm just playing hypothetical there.
Because then they showed the newspaper clippings and having her being
with
floor,
seeing the dad gone.
So I'm assuming that she was back at home because then she had to be back in civilization. But this has been so
banger.
good, such a good
Love it.
series. We cannot wait for more. Can't wait for more games, whether wits, teams, physical, or play with the hearts. We want it all. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond
Hearts.
Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.